Hey everyone, welcome to Kitaabi Cabins. मेरा नाम चारू है and today's list is very special because these are the books that usually do not make up to my Instagram carousel or YouTube recommendation list. Some I discovered by accident and some I've loved over the years. The first book I want to recommend to you is Books vs. Cigarettes by George Orwell. Orwell asks himself a very simple question कि ज़्यादा पैसा जा कहाँ रहा है? Is it in books or is it in secrets? He actually does the math, comparing all the expenses that goes into reading and smoking and drinking and other indulgences. The result is very funny and self-aware, and I think almost all of us will relate to it because who among us has not compensated a habit by comparing it to something worse? And Orwell writes such great essays, and in this slim collection of essays, you'll find him talking about personal expenses to things like freedom of speech. The title might hook you, but I think you will enjoy each and everything this man has to offer you in this collection for the kind of value and insight he will bring along with each essay. The second book I want to introduce you to is The Brave Genius by Sean Carroll. This book was such a surprise discovery for me. I also got introduced to this book via our Chalchitra book club. Okay, first let me introduce you to this man called as Jacques Monod. He won the Nobel Prize for discovering something called as operon in cell. And for the non-biology folks, let me just simple it down for you. Operon is like a switch in our cells. You can turn it off and regulate certain genes, and you will turn it off and वो genes काम करना बंद कर देंगे. Now here is where it gets interesting. The book is about a friendship between two men. One is Monod, this brave scientist, genius guy who is decoding the truth of life, and this aspiring writer who, surprise, is Mr. Albert Camus. This book takes you into this crazy period during and after German invasion of France, where both of them were a part of resistance. You see them dodging dangers, smuggling papers, and living at the time of Nazi occupation, and at the same time shaping ideas that will define 20th century. Monod will go on to becoming one of the greatest name in biology, who will change the course of how we understand cell regulatory system. And Camus will give us the myth of Sisyphus and the fall, and all of this great literature that we cherish on today. And both of these men were at a same time period here, being friends, sharing cigarettes, and watching the world fall apart. Tell me how crazy is that? This was such a nice discovery. I love this, and I think you should also check this book out. The next book I want to recommend is Sepia Leaves by Amandeep Sandhu. This is one book that I have cherished and loved deeply over the years. It's a memoir of growing up with this schizophrenic mother without knowing about it. It's about a mental disorder through the eyes of a child who doesn't know what is actually happening in his family, and how it quietly shapes family dynamics in ways that you can't even explain it. I don't want to tell you more about the book, just read it. I think telling you more will just spoil the book. It's a very tender account of a family struggling with a lot of things. The next book I want to recommend is Kari by Amrita Patel. Amrita Patel was one of the first female novelists from India. The book is set in a smog-drained, rain-drenched Mumbai, and it follows Kari, who is trying to balance her life out after dealing with the breakup. It's very intimate, it's very sad at places, and it's also quietly political, and a kind of book that I think you will think about for a long time. The artwork is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and I think this is one copy that you should definitely get a physical copy and let the essence of the book talk to you. And these were my recommendations for this video, and I hope you enjoy few of them and get your hands on few of them. And if you do manage to read some of them, please do share them with me. Tag us in your Instagram stories, and I would love to see that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being kind, and I will see you next time.